Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Taurus, February 23, 2025. The moon spends the day in the sign behind yours, stirring your need for reflection. The moon will move into your sign later tomorrow, starting a new lunar cycle and introducing a fresh start. Until then, it's a time to attend to matters behind the scenes. Still, it can be hard committing to this fully early today as the moon opposes Jupiter, which is currently encouraging you to enjoy being busy. Something has to give to balance your life. Fortunately, sharing a vision, belief, or idea today can be rewarding, and your unique perspective on matters can fuel your personal appeal and magnetism. Clearing the air with someone can lead to good feelings later today and tomorrow, or there can be satisfying exchanges that boost your mood. Interactions are considerate. The heavens are roaring at this time. For months on and off, mighty Mars, the red planet of passion, sex, and drive, has sizzled across the sky from you in your solar house of relationships. However, he is deep in a retrograde spin at this time. Friction within partnerships may be especially apparent. Conflicts and battles are possible, as you clearly will not be seeing eye to eye. If single, note that it will be much harder to find someone who stands at your side, or you could be facing a karmic situation with an ex. Luckily, we are mere days from the end of this cycle. Something will get lost in translation. You may have to work extra hard to be clear and concise, as the moon in Sagittarius squares Mercury in Pisces and Saturn in Pisces. You may not have any trouble communicating your thoughts at work. You might strive to strike a balance between being professional and cordial. For whatever reason, this may not be the case today. You could have an off day, which may explain some misunderstanding. Luckily, nothing you say cannot be smoothed over before the day is done. You are no stranger to change, but it may take some reining in of your personal power in order to direct your ability to change constructively. Imagine you are both your own father and your own mother. Depending on your age, this will be easier or harder to do, and create your boundaries, including your actions and language, your limits in relationships and your requirements on the job. You are also in charge of nurturing yourself with the food, the rest, the exercise, the affection you need to survive. Don't forget to give yourself a lot of positive reinforcement. Expressiveness is sure to be strong for you on this day. Whether you have an ordinary day where you spend time talking with others here and there, or you have to make a formal presentation of some sort, you'll find the words readily. Handling groups is often easy for you, but one-to-one communication can feel more awkward at times. Not likely with this vibration, though. This day can give you voice where you thought you were tongue-tied. Make the most of this essence by speaking your mind. Thanks to their friendly aspect over the last few days, whether it is Mars heading into his final days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector or the Sun settling into his early days in your communication sector, there is a new sense of confidence and awareness. On the one hand, this wraps up a positive few days on the communication, social and relationship fronts, while on the other hand, with Mercury, the planet of communication in his early days in your communication sector, this has created a stronger bond between the communication and relationship gods. Thanks to the moon and its friendly aspect to the Sun, North Node, and all three planets in your relationship sector, and to Mars, now in his final days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector over the last few days, this leaves you more emotionally engaged and aware, and with a better chance to keep the communication lines open. With Mars in retrograde motion for another 3 days, this includes finding it easier to give the past and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. As Mercury in Pisces squares Jupiter in Gemini, you may notice that communication feels more strained than usual, leading to moments of misunderstanding and delays in fully grasping new information. This planetary tension creates an internal push and pull between logic and imagination, fact and fantasy. However, Mercury and Jupiter also share a mutual reception, meaning that once you strike a balance between these opposing forces, clarity will emerge, and everything will begin to fall into place. Have you ever had a conversation where you and the other person seemed to be speaking entirely different languages, only to later realize that you were saying the same thing in different ways? This is the kind of energy at play today, urging you to find common ground and avoid getting caught up in unnecessary confusion. Your interactions with others take on a dynamic quality, as you're in a mood to exchange ideas in an open, honest, and engaging way. People sense your sincerity and respond positively, fostering an atmosphere of mutual understanding. By adopting a patient and thoughtful approach, you can avoid potential conflicts and resolve long-standing disagreements with ease. Think back to a time when a simple shift in perspective transformed a difficult conversation into a productive one. That kind of insight is possible now if you remain open-minded and willing to listen as much as you speak. Your ability to uplift others is strong today, making you a source of wisdom and encouragement for those around you. Whether in casual conversation or more serious discussions, your words carry weight and have the power to inspire. Those closest to you will appreciate your attentiveness and willingness to engage deeply. If you've been feeling disconnected from someone, this is an excellent opportunity to bridge that gap and strengthen your bond. Your ability to listen, understand, and offer thoughtful advice can work wonders in deepening your relationships. Romantic energy is heightened as well, making it a wonderful time to embrace passion and emotional connection. If you're in a relationship, you may find that heartfelt discussions help to clear the air and reinforce your commitment to one another. If you're single, you could encounter someone who piques your interest, sparking an exciting and flirtatious exchange. Have you ever met someone unexpected? Delay and felt an immediate connection? That kind of magic is possible now, especially if you allow yourself to be open to new experiences and possibilities. Physically, you are in good shape and may feel motivated to push yourself toward greater levels of vitality and well-being. Whether through exercise, improved nutrition, or mindful relaxation, you have the energy to make positive changes that enhance your overall health. However, it's essential to recognize your limits and avoid overexertion. Sometimes, in our eagerness to improve, we push ourselves too far, leading to setbacks rather than progress. Instead, aim for a balanced approach that prioritizes consistency and sustainability over extremes. While passion and enthusiasm are strengths, be mindful of how you express your opinions. There is a fine line between engaging debate and unnecessary argument. If you find yourself caught in a disagreement, take a step back and consider whether it's truly worth your energy. Have you ever looked back on an argument and realized it could have been avoided with a bit more patience and understanding? Today is a reminder that not every discussion needs to be won. Sometimes, simply understand. Where the other person is coming from is enough. By remaining composed and thoughtful in your interactions, you can navigate challenges with grace and come out stronger on the other side. To maintain this sense of equilibrium, prioritize self-care. Rest is just as important as action, and ensuring you get enough sleep, eat nourishing foods, and allow yourself moments of stillness will help you stay balanced. Stress and fatigue can cloud judgment, so taking the time to recharge will not only benefit your well-being but also improve your ability to communicate and connect with others effectively. As the day unfolds, embrace the opportunities that arise for meaningful conversations, personal growth, and deepened connections. Whether resolving misunderstandings, strengthening bonds, or simply enjoying stimulating discussions, the energy today supports positive and constructive interactions. Approach everything with an open heart and mind, and you may be pleasantly surprised by the insights and experiences that come your way.